I'm Lloyd Davies, and today we're looking at isometrics. Welcome to the Isometrics course. What is it? Isometrics is a form of training that differs from many others because it doesn't primarily require any fancy equipment, and yet it can be the cornerstone of massive increases in strength and can be used to improve your actual performance in many areas of athletic endeavour. An isometric contraction is where there is tension being created in the muscle, but there is no lengthening or shortening as you would find in other types of activity. People talk about eccentric, which generally refers to when muscles are getting longer but creating force, often when they're acting as brakes or transmitting power, and concentric, classically the bicep getting shorter when you're contracting your bicep and arm muscles. The reason why isometrics is so important is that it does three major things. The stiffness of the core has been well researched. If you're able to, for example in rugby terms, put scaps on, something I've well been known for saying to teams, the increased tension enables you to perform movements to the front with far more vigour, transmitting power more effectively. The muscle tone is often misunderstood. Muscle tone really means that there is something taking place in the muscle. The muscle is ready and taut, ready to go into action, rather than when it's flaccid and totally relaxed. We talk about flexibility, but stiffness as a skill enabling you to transmit power across the body in functional activities is also vital and essential in keeping the spine in line. So isometrics is a form of exercise where you're creating tension in the muscle when there isn't a lengthening or shortening of the muscle tissues, and this can help you develop great strength. And we'll be looking at exactly how this strength can be utilised to increase your performance in dynamic movements. The benefits of isometrics must briefly be mentioned in relation to activation, and a system I developed which is now being incorporated by many rugby coaches called Advanced Activation Contact Muscle Memory Training. Principles which may not be called by that acronym, but nevertheless have now been incorporated into many best practices in warming up. And here it's about activating the muscle, building up the muscle's ability to perform a task slowly and steadily, utilising isometric tension so as to ensure the spine in line, better transmission of power. And ACMMT also has sections where we work briefly on proprioception, our balance, our vestibular system, switching on the body's feedback systems, connecting the brain and neuromuscular system effectively so that you can perform well. But it should be noted that it is well researched that such stiffness in the core and the ability to have tone in muscle can give you better posture, enhance your performance, and arguably reduce injury, as it has a protective armour-like effect on your body rather than when you're loose, particularly in contact sports. In terms of recovery as well, one of the key things, isometrics, through regular work in different positions, can help disinhibit muscles. In other words, muscles have natural safety systems to stop them operating in a way which could cause injury. But sometimes one needs to be able to allow a muscle to operate without its opposite, antagonist, interfering with the movement so that you're able to get the best athletic performance. And we'll be looking at ways in which this can be achieved in more advanced courses, but we will be touching upon it in this Isometrics fundamental course.